refuse to answer very simple questions. That, in my experience, when a witness does that, it is because they are hiding something.
Senator Moran. Mr. Chairman, thank you very much. Let me turn to Ms. Stout and ask a question about data privacy. So, Senator Blumenthal and many others have been working on a consumer data privacy bill now for the last several years. I have introduced a bill that includes an appropriately scaled right for consumers to correct and to erase data that is collected or processed by covered entities, including social media companies. Ms. Stout, I understand that Snap currently allows users the right to correct or delete their user data. Would you please explain Snap's decision to proactively provide this service?
Thank you, Senator, for the question. And I just want to say we applaud the committee and your leadership on this issue, and we fully support a federal comprehensive privacy bill, and look forward to continuing to work with you and your staff on that. To address your question, yes, Senator, Snap has been designed with a very privacy-centric focus from the very outset. We don't collect a lot of data. We believe in data minimization, short data retention periods, and to the effect that you made, as you pointed out, we don't store content forever, and we believe in giving users transparency and control, which includes giving them the ability to delete their data if they wish, or the ability to download their data. We have a tool within the app. Users are able to download their data, which gives them essentially portability of any kind of information that they may have agreed to share or post or put on their Snapchat account.
And other platforms who may not take the same position that Snap has, tell me what it is that you give up in your ability to earn revenue. What is it that you lose by doing that?
Senator, we make trade-offs every day that sometimes disadvantage our bottom line. And there are no rules or regulations that require companies like Snap to have short retention periods. That is why federal privacy legislation is so critical, or why we choose to voluntarily have a data minimization practice. So oftentimes that means that advertisers find other platforms perhaps more enticing because those platforms keep a history of anything that's ever been searched or ever been shared or location data that's ever been provided. And that is not the case on Snapchat. So that's a trade-off, Senator, that we make because we believe in being more private and more safe.
If you did it otherwise, what would you gain by doing so?
We just believe we have a moral responsibility to limit the data that we collect.
Facebook sucks.
You're answering
it
fine,
does.
but I'm curious to know, are you giving up, can you generate money? What do you generate by keeping that data and some other way using it?
Yes, I think we limit ourselves in our ability to optimize for those advertisements and make more money. And we are a company that has not yet turned a profit. We've invested every dollar back into our company, and we're here for the long game. And our real ultimate desire is to make a platform that is safe for our community.
Thank you. And Mr. Beckerman, what responsibility do platforms have to prevent harmful social media trends from spreading? And how can TikTok improve its algorithm to better comply to TikTok's own terms of service that prohibit, quote, content that promotes or enables criminal activity?
Thank you, Senator. We do have a responsibility to moderate our platform along with our community guidelines and do that in a transparent way.
Where does that responsibility come from?
It comes from doing the right thing. For us, we want to be a trusted platform. We want to be a platform where people have a joyful experience like coming to the app, and that's what we're seeing. And that starts with our community guidelines. Certain content, like you mentioned, illegal activities, misinformation, other categories that we wouldn't allow on the platform. We work really hard. Our content moderation teams and our safety teams are often the unsung heroes of the companies that are working every day 24/7 to ensure that community guidelines are met and the platforms stay positive, joyful.
The nature of my second question, the add-on question, was leading because it suggests that you're not complying with your own terms of service that prohibit content that promotes or enables criminal activity. And my question was, how can you improve your algorithm to better accomplish that? Maybe you want to discount the premise of the question.
No, Senator. I mean, it's an important area where we always want to get to 100%. Regular transparency reports, and 94% of our removals of violative content are done proactively. Much of it is done within 24 hours before there's any views. We always want to strive to get 100%, and that's something that we fight and work on every single day.
Thank you, Chairman and Ranking Member Blackburn. I think the series of hearings that this subcommittee is having are hugely important to the nature of our country and to its future. Thank you.
Thanks, Senator Blackburn.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ms. Miller, I would like to come to you. You talk about moderation is a combination of machine learning and human review, and it seems that YouTube has no problem taking down videos that question abortion, global warming, vaccine mandates, but child abuse videos remain on your site. So I am interested to know more about the specific inputs that you use in these reviews. Who establishes these inputs, and who oversees them to make sure that you get them right?
Senator, thank you for your question. So we heavily invest in making sure that all of our users, but particularly kids on the platform, have a safe experience. And the way that we do this is with a number of levers. For example, we have content policies as relates to child safety on the platform, so not putting minors into risky situations in videos on the platform.
Okay, let me jump in and ask
Okay.
if you're saying you don't want to put children into risky videos. There is a world of self-harm content on your site, and a few searches come up with videos such as, and I'm quoting from searches that we've done, songs to slit your wrist by vertical slit wrist. How to
GG, bro.
ways to commit suicide. Now, that last video, Painless Ways, was age-gated, and but do the self-harm and suicide videos violate YouTube's content guidelines if you're saying you have these guidelines?
Senator, I would certainly welcome following up with you on that video that you may be referencing, because we absolutely prohibit content regarding suicide or
I
self-harm.
have to tell you, we have pulled these down in my office. Our team has worked on this because I think it's imperative